How you guys doing out there? Well, guess what? Today's video is digging a grave at midnight. As you can see, I got dirt all over my deck. Looks like footprints. Somebody's been in the mud. Look at that. Yeah. I wonder how that happened. Okay, about 12:30 midnight, my wife and I and my daughter, we had to come out here and dig a grave. That grave. Yeah, let me explain what happened. If you remember in my last video I mentioned we had a cat that's not doing so well, right? Well, she finally passed on about 9:45 last night. So you gotta remember, all day yesterday we was getting buckets of rain. Rain. It was coming down in buckets. So we really couldn't do anything after she passed on. There's no way we was going to be able to come out here with it pouring down the rain and dig a grave. So we looked up on the internet, actually Izzy did, and figured out, well, it said it got about 5-6 hours tops before you should get that animal in the ground. If not, she's going to get kind of ripe. So basically, once I found out she was dead, I rolled her up in cloth and I put her in a bag, a plastic bag, tied it, and we put her in a box, and we left her in the basement, which was still cooler. Well, didn't know what we was going to do, because midnight when my wife got home off work, it was still pouring down the dang rain. Now some of my friends like, well, Mike, you have a deep freeze that has no food in it right now. Put her in there. She'd be fine till morning. Well, I asked my wife about that. She's like, oh, hell no. I can understand where Angie was coming from on that one. Think about it for a minute. I invite you over to my house. I was like, yep, you enjoying the hamburgers? Me too. Hey, them are the hamburgers. I got them out of the deep freeze that my dead cat was in a couple days ago. It just wouldn't work. You know what I mean? So at midnight last night, we had the most just a couple hours, and we knew poor Bunny was going to start smelling. We didn't know what we was going to do. See, normally we bury most animals here in the far back part, but actually, to tell you the truth, I have never buried an animal back there. But my wife as a child has. See, the house we live in, I bought it off my father-in-law 8 years ago. So my wife kind of grew up here on this property. And last night, my backyard was kind of like a swamp. There's no way in hell I was going to walk through all that and go back there and dig in a... It just wasn't happening, guys. So at 12:30 in the morning last night, the rain slowed down to a dribble, sprinkling. So, Angie's like, let's go bury that cat. We'll bury her off the side of the deck. So, we did. I want you guys to use your imaginations if you can. Now, it's 12:30 at night. We're back here, and we're digging this grave. And we got the sprinkling rain. There's fog, in the air. And we're out here at 12:30 at night digging a grave. If that ain't a start of every horror show I've ever seen, what is? And my daughter mentioned that last night. In the middle of digging this grave, she stops. She's like, isn't this the start of every horror show? Somebody digging a grave with rain coming down and then the fog? Now, digging this grave, we ran into all kinds of things. We ran into a lid from the 1980s. Ran into a piece of carpet. Ran into a little pipe that wasn't connected to anything. Ran into rocks. Ran into bricks. My God, it wasn't the easiest thing to dig, but we done it. I got it down about maybe almost 2 feet. Almost. By the time we was done, getting close to done, the rain picked up and it was starting to pour down on us. So I was like, now or never. I went ahead and laid my shovel here because I got more dirt to put on the grave later on today. I'm going to put more rocks on it. Well, then after we got done doing that, I went ahead and walked up to the deck. You can still see the mud from us from last night on the steps. Look at that. About the time we got to the top of the deck, we was filled head to toe. The Elizabeth and I was mud. It was all over our feet, all over our hands, all over us. Because digging that grave, we fell down at least a dozen times. At this time, the rain was coming down pretty good, so we stayed out here for 15 minutes, let Mother Nature clean us off. Yeah. Here's the pair of Elizabeth's old shoes she wore out last night when she was digging. Look at that. Caked in mud. But we had no choice but to get it done. There's no way I could have waited till this morning. We had no choice. I wish I could have waited till this morning and done it. But by then, I hate to say it, poor Bunny would have been pretty smelly by then. You know, because it said on the internet, you got to have that cat in the ground at least 5-6 hours tops. And I estimate she died about 9:30 or quarter till 10. So, it was a night to remember, my friends. It was. I don't mean to make light of we losing a family pet or anything, but Bunny lived to be 17 years old, guys. She lived a long life. She died of natural causes, you know. She knew the time was coming, so she went into our basement for a good portion of yesterday, and she wanted to be left alone, so we left her alone. So, she will definitely be missed. And, whew, I tell you, I didn't think for sure we was going to get this done last night. Alright, whew, tonight's winding down. Well, we gathered some rocks out of the yard. Yep, we gathered some rocks. I'm probably going to leave them there till about spring. And then maybe spring, move them, put some grass seed down, and grow grass. Maybe leave one rock there, it might say Bunny, you know. Right now, it's just, I like to have rocks there just in case an animal tries to dig it up, you know, so. It is what it is. Well, I just got done watching Adam on YouTube. He's talking about getting some green screen lights. That's what I need to do. He's going to make some. So, Adam, if the vlogging life, if you watch me right now, if you figure out how to do this, let me know. So I want to make some. Yeah. Well, this has been one hell of a week. I am glad it's coming to a close. For starters, this was my first kids back to a full week of school. Oh, they was real happy about that. Second, my car decided to have problems. When I take it to get it repaired, I'm going to find out if it's going to cost me more than what the car's worth. Just lovely, huh? Third, oh, how can I forget, the other day, the power man showed up to shut me down saying we was late on the bill, which we wasn't late at all. It was a computer error. Didn't even come back and apologize for being such a butthead. And to finish it all off, our family, our cat we've had for 17 years dies. And we had to bury the cat in the rain at 12:30 at night with the fog and the rain. Like I said before, it was the makings of a scary show. Yeah. Can you tell the sarcasm in this, guys? I hope so, because I try to make it sound like that. Just saying. Well, in the next couple days, which will probably be right after you see this video, be the day after you see this video, I'm going to go ahead and mention more about the I Dare videos that I want to start. Each month, I want to send out a dare. Now, I'm hoping my friends will want to do the dare as well. I figure this would be a good way to have fun with YouTube. You know, one time a month. Now, I'm hoping to get my buddy, the Vlogging Life, on board. I know he's as crazy as I am, if not crazier, and I know he'll love to do some of these dares. And maybe Jewel might like to help him out on it. Yeah! So guys, I am One Bubba Mike 1, and we'll see you soon. I would say come on, let's get out of here, but you're going to see that right now.
If you like today's video, hit that like button. If you're brand spanking new to my videos, subscribe. Sometimes we have okay videos. This may be one of them times. Until next time, come on. Let's just get out of here.